Everyday People Talking. I'm Tony. This is my man G.
What up? What up?
How y'all doing out there? Please don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. Please, we need subscribers, and we need comments so that we can converse with you on our topics. We love talking to you. So please give us some comments, hit that notification button, and share this topic with whoever you desire. How you doing, brother?
Man, you know, everything is good, man.
Good.
Good and blessed, as always.
Good.
Again, well, thank you guys for your support. Hey, shout out to all my peoples out there in the Bay Area, Antioch, Pittsburgh. Got people out in Chi-Town, Chicago, people down there in Houston, you know, all my family down there, and of course, all my beautiful family here in Las Vegas, man. We sure appreciate you guys. Keep up the support. We appreciate it.
Thank you for your support. Strictly West Side on mine. West Side all day. Hey, but we're going to get right into it today. Toxic masculinity is our day's topic. Ooh. Man, it's a big topic. We could go on for days, but we don't have days. I'm going to try to get right in there, dig right in there. To me, growing up in the streets of San Francisco, you had to be tough. You had to be tough. Everybody around you was tough. For example, we have the lion, we have the lamb. And to be a good man without the toxicity in you, you have to be able to do both. You know, you gotta be able to protect your family, provide for your family like a lion does, bring in the food, protect them, roar when an adversary steps to you, you can handle that. And then on the same aspect, I gotta turn around and be nurturing to my cubs, to my children, nurturing to my wife. And it's a fine line, but you gotta know how to, you know, work both of them so that you can be the man that God put you down here to be. You know, not too soft, not too hard. Of course, a lot of us grew up with dads. It wasn't necessarily nurturing. I had to learn that later in life.
Right.
You know what I mean? How to nurture, how to shut that masculinity thing off. Because to me, they're making being a man and masculinity, they're making it weak, or it's not a good thing. To me, you need that. I don't know what woman don't want that. Of course, there's some out there that don't mind having a wimpy man, but for me, I think that being a masculinity is all about being a man, but also knowing when to shut it off and be the lamb and be nurturing, and you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about that.
I think in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to being the so-called alpha male, as we want to be called at some point, there still has to be a sensitive level to us that, you know, we have to show, especially around in our relationships, you know, with our kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I mean, obviously, a woman would want a man who shows their strong side, but also shows their sensitive side as well.
Right.
But
Which
again,
for a long time we weren't allowed to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, men had to be hard. You know what I mean? And you know, I mean, I can look back at growing up and saying, yeah, you know, my dad he was a hard guy, but he seemed to be fair. You know what I mean? He was fair as how he brought things to us. He didn't really walk around cussing us out, and he wasn't trying to control, you know, our thoughts and anything like that. It was basically our house. It was like 50-50. So my mom let my dad be a man and be masculine.
Well,
but also, he understood that, hey, in this process, I gotta know how to be able to talk to my wife, know how to talk to my kids at the same time, and still show that, you know, I'm the alpha male, you know, without it being too controlling or too where it gets out of hand, where, you know, an attitude as to, you know, I'm the shit and can't nobody tell me nothing, you know what I mean? And, you know, now, from what I've seen, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it too, men are, how can I say it, not portraying themselves all the time as being a masculine male. They're trying to go both ways with it being really masculine, but outwardly showing a more feminine side, I would say.
Can I piggyback on that for a
Sure.
second? Well, I got this thought in my head. Over the years, social media, national TV, women have been trying to take our masculinity away from us. With the crap that we see on TV and the sitcoms of the black man in the household, he's more of a clown than he is a man. You know, and got all these actors wearing dresses. The Cat Williams spoke on this. Shout out to Cat Williams about all these men walking around here in dresses to get a role, to get ahead. You know, and our children, our wives, our brothers, our uncles, our aunts, they're looking at this masculinity being taken away right in front of their eyes. They don't even realize it.
Yeah, they can see it. I mean, so it's making it seem like that, although I'm a man, it's okay for me to portray myself
As a woman.
If I need to.
To get ahead.
To get what I need to get. Which,
I ain't never been taught that.
That's not the street I drive on. You know what I mean? So,
I hear you on that.
but for those who do, I mean, whatever
That's
works
your
for
thing.
you.
That's cool.
Whatever works for you.
I'm talking about me.
I ain't gonna shout out no names, but they know who they are. You know what I
Right.
mean? But you know, and believe it or not, where I mostly see it is in sports.
Oh, you mean with the dresses and the
Exactly,
purses?
because I see people trying to promote their brand, and they're basically
They're
going
crying out for attention.
Well, no, they're going out of the realm of being a true representative of themselves, trying to sell a product. I don't care.
What kind of brand is that? Walking around with a purse and a dress.
Look, man, look. Whoever it is that's
Some
doing it,
knickerbockers with some high heels.
whoever it is that's doing it, if
Candy.
you're walking around wearing a dress, don't think I'm gonna be in your store buying a dress
Going to Diddy's
or a
party.
purse. Don't think I'm gonna be in there. All right. Now, if you want to support that, fine, because I do see women that are wearing men's attire, and women.
Oh,
in a lot of
that's
cases,
another show.
Want to be as masculine as men, and
That's
we ain't
another
touch
show.
that right now because that's gonna touch some nerves.
I got
right
a
there.
question though. It's
Yeah.
off target, but I'm gonna ask it
But
anyway.
we're gonna stay here with this one because again,
No, I'm going off. I'm going off.
being males ourselves, I think traditionally we know what a man is supposed to be. He's
All right.
supposed to be a man, and you have a definite definition of that without having us to explain it. But once you go outside the realms, what a real man is supposed to be, as far as their attitude, how they look at themselves in the mirror,
Right.
you know, their aspirations on their life and what they want to do for their families and things like that.
Right.
We all know what that man is. Okay. Anything outside of that, then you're kind of messing with the status quo. Okay. So.
Well, you can't perpetrate being a man, for example. If you want to be, you're a woman and you want to be with a woman, why would you want to be with a fine woman? Why would you want a woman that look like a man? That's killing me. I don't get it. I wish somebody could tell and explain it to me.
I'm not going there because there's really no explanation for it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
There really is, and again, if there's an explanation for that,
I want to hear it.
please let me know what that is. And remember, I didn't say it, Tony did.
I said it. I'm gonna stick by it too.
But yeah, I mean, so that in itself is, you know,
So is
taking away.
is that their idea of masculinity?
Well, I mean, I think from
Just dressing like a man
from
makes you a man.
from where we come from,
Right.
they're not satisfied of being who they are, right?
Right.
And so it looks like from that side, and I can only speak from what I've seen, it just looks like from that side, you know, the masculinity in men that they see is something they would desire to have. They don't want to be
Bingo.
feminine. They
Good
want to
answer.
be masculine.
Okay,
And again,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that masculinity and the word masculine, if you look at it and define it, it's for men. There's no women aspect of masculinity. Women have femininity.
It should stay.
And you can look it up. Okay, there's no definition of a masculine woman. Women have a level of femininity. Now you have alpha women, and I see a lot of athletes who are great athletes. They have the drive, they have everything the man has, right? But they turn that off when they leave the field of the court and they become a woman again. You know what I mean? Which is totally fine, you know? But again, you know, I just want the men to stop reversing what they really are. You know, be a man, promote manly things. Because
There's
again,
nothing wrong with being a man.
yeah, it's going to lead to a society of people looking at men as not being men anymore, you know, and it's swaying towards that area
And
right now.
on your application, talking about what were you when you were born? What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, it's changing.
Yeah.
You know, people just don't want to, you know.
I'm on the tail end of this life. I ain't gonna see all
Well,
of them.
again, and I understand that part, but it's just like people just don't want to be who they are. You know, I got people that say I was born a certain way. No, you weren't. You were born what you are. You know,
You chose to be a man.
you're not old enough to determine at that time what you are. You're born a male. You're born a female. Males are going to get masculine attributes, and women are going to get feminine attributes.